Hello, I'm Marnell from Mimi's Keepsakes. I am back with the last two medieval journals, and these journals I made with the intent to sell them at a lower price than the other two. So they have less decorations in and maybe a little less elaborate than the other two that I showed you on Tuesday. If you want to, you can go to my description box and I'll link that in there, or just go to my channel. This one has 144 pages in it, and it has some dangles and laces, and I added this doily all the way around because when I sealed the cover, there was a stain here that was, I don't know, activated like Tim Holtz Distress Inks, and so I added the doily on top. So you can see there's a little bit of a discoloration, but not as much. It just didn't look good. So inside I've used the same digital kits. With this one I left the library card as well as the signature of the previous owner, and I'll list all the digital kits again in my description box. If you can watch the other video again to see if you want to know which is what kit is what, because there I mentioned each kit on each page. There's a little bit of heat embossing and a cluster of collage here in the corner, a small envelope like a coin envelope. I think this is Raindrop Lila, with just some coffee dyed paper inside to write on, and on this side a page from the original book, and then on this side a little tag with some, just a dangle again with those leaves we made, and a washi sticker, another tag we made with the masterboard. I've put all of this on a playlist on my channel if you want to go watch all of them again, or if you didn't watch it. This is also from the book. The book had, I think, 5 or 6 parts, so I used each of those pages because it's writing space on the original pages. It has beautiful aging on the sides. I mean, what more can you ask for? This is some eco-dyed printing that's in my shop. If you want to buy eco-dyed papers, you don't want to go through the hassle of eco-dyeing, and some purple cabbage dye papers. And here I made a little cluster. This paper here came from the spine of the book, and then just a small piece of the sari that I used in the front, and just another journaling card in here, and a little cluster again with some laces and sari silks and the leaves that we made, and another journaling card with a lace tab, the page from the original book, another tag. This tag is from Paper Cameo. That's chapter 1. And then these blue lace dyed papers are in my shop as well. Another eco dyed paper, the back of that one, and then part 2, the book, some lace dyed coffee papers. And these two images are both from the Graphics Fairy. The kit is Scarborough Fair, and some of my avocado dyed papers, another tag in here, and a belly band. This is also from that. The belly band is from Paper Cameo in the background, papers too, but this is from Scarborough Fair on Graphics Fairy. And these I dried embossed with my embossing machine, and some coffee dyed papers that's in my shop too. And I made a lace ruffle, And this is Paper Cameo, and this is Roxy Creations. Something on there. Big journaling card to write on. And again, it has a dangle here, oops, with just some small little beads that came from a earring that I found at the thrift store. More eco dyed papers, and this paper is like coffee dyed with gold in the lace print. That's in my shop too. And then this little envelope, I think this envelope was from chapter 1, and I think this is Roxy Creations, but just a little card in there to write something on. And of course, inside the envelopes you can add your own photos, tickets, you know. And then this one just has a little key dangle on there, and another card to write on. I think this is Artie Mays. This was just in my box to use up. Another purple cabbage dyed papers in part 3 from the book, and this was from a tree book that I found. Can't remember who that, if that was Raindrop Lila too, with just some William Morris washi I added. And this image is from that Renaissance book that I showed in one of the videos with a washi sticker. And then in here is just a vintage, printable of a vintage digital vintage document, and some gold texture paste on there, and a washi sticker again. So as you can see, way less. These have more just printables in it, and another dangle with a bead on there, some dry embossing, coffee dyed papers, and this little tag with the topper that we made in the Sewing Notion Sunday. That's hosted by Angela from Meet the Shreds, and this was inspired, or it's Beth. I saw this on Beth's channel from Yes I Made It Myself. I just love that. So nice, and adds a lot of texture. And just a cluster here with washi tape and lace, coffee dyed lace, and an image from a book, that book, the Renaissance book, and a ruffle again from Sari Silk that I added the gold thread with a decorative stitch, and some cabbage dyed paper again. And this is some of the eco dyed papers in my shop. Added in there. Roxy Creations with a little cluster in the back here with a stamp and some Sari Silk and some of those leaf die cuts that we made. This is a ink dyed papers mixed in with coffee green, and I sealed this with matte medium. It's a leaf from my garden, and it's dried. I just love it. It has texture, but it won't break because it was sealed with matte medium. And another original page, and this is the original telegram from, where was this? Antwerpen. And there's no date on here, but this is original, and it has, there's the date 1954, and you can have writing space on the back. And more coffee dyed laced papers and a postcard to write on the back. That's part 5, and just a small little cluster here with some gilded wax, Sari Silk ruffle, and some lace. This is a washi sticker with some coffee dyed laces. Just another image from Roxy Creations with coffee dyed papers on the back. Some gilding texture gold paste on here. And this is one of those leaves again that we made with the die cuts and the colored papers. And another, this is chapter 1, and this one on here is Graphics Fairy. And the little band is from the paper cameo. Okay, go in there. And then more of that sari silk, and this envelope we made on camera has a tag in here to write on, journaling card, and in the back there's 2 journaling card and another tag. And you can also write on the back here, and this envelope is from the paper cameo. Put this in here. When I left this, I put the envelope in front. I left this again. I wanted to leave that signature there of the original owner, but if you want to, you can glue something on there if you buy the journal. So then the second one has 152 pages in it. It's more or less the same size, and just some decorations. This one it's just a little dirty. I didn't cover the spine. I actually like the spine. It's a little lighter than the back and the front, but I decided to leave it as is. This one has a sari silk in on this side, and then this is an image from Graphics Fairy again, Scarborough Fair. The kid's name is Scarborough Fair. And a journaling card on here with some coffee dyed papers on the back, and then a dangle again with the leaves and some laces. More coffee dyed papers, cabbage leaf, and then some of that crackle texture paste that we added on some of the papers. That's in a video too. A tag and a journaling card, and this one has some decorative stitches with a copper metallic thread on there. This is some onion skin papers that's in my shop as well, and a little tag to write on, and just some eco dyed papers with one of those leaves. And this again is from the Graphics Fairy. The belly band is from Paper Cameo, and you can write, it's just writing space on the back again. And I stenciled the backs just to give it some interest when you start writing on it. And this is an image from that Renaissance book again, and just a little card to write on, and some of that blue dyed paper, coffee lace dyed papers, and another little dangle on here. And this is a flip out, so for extra writing space, or you can add a photo on there, or tickets, or there's always something you want to add to the journal. So as you can see, there's a lot of writing space in here, a lot of room for you to work on and make this your own. That's eco dyed papers, and from the masterboard we made, again this little stamp and just some toile ruffled up there, and more eco dyed papers. Paper Cameo. This is just a journaling card again from that masterboard we made, and the purple cabbage dyed papers, and I just glued 2 pages here together to make a pocket. They are sewn into the signature and one of those leaves again, and then just an image, journaling card to write on. And again that green paper that I dyed with the inks, This is from the paper cameo, and I did leave it as a tuck, but I didn't tuck anything in there because it was kind of getting too fat again. And just one of those leaves that we made on a ball pen. Let's see, I'm just gonna go quickly through this, and again I matte mediumed that down. It's a leaf, a real leaf from just some cheesecloth in the back. One of my eco dyed prints that's in my shop. If you want to buy the original pages, look at this one. Turned out amazing. They are in my shop. And then just a journaling card. This is from the paper cameo. And again that gold and coffee dyed papers with a lace and a little napkin decoupaged on there. This is Medieval Mirage, and another cluster here with that sari that I just cut apart, and gold texture paste and dry embossing here. Another little cluster with a sticker and a label from Roxy Creations and a sari silk little piece there. Purple cabbage dyed papers, one of those leaves, and this envelope is from the paper cameo, and it has this beautiful cross here that I found on it was a earring again. And inside I have just a aged printable that you can use for collage, or add papers to it, and some avocado dyed paper, just a cluster again with some of that paper from the spine. This is Graphics Fairy, avocado dyed paper, and this image again is from that Renaissance book. I just love that book. It had so many beautiful images in it. Another big journaling card to write on, and a little stamp here with some velvet ribbon, and just again some texture paste. And this one has a dangle again, and just one of those leaves, and this is from Roxy Creations. And this one flips out. This image is from that Renaissance book as well. And I just added some bronze wax on there. And this is the paper cameo. Some coffee dyed lace, and again some of that gold lace dyed papers that's in my shop. Another envelope, and this one, oh, I didn't add anything in this one, so you can add your own things in there. And then some onion skin papers, and this I dry embossed with on the purple cabbage dyed papers, and this is an image from the Graphics Fairy. Coffee dyed with the gold in there. I don't know if you can see that. Another flip out on this side with some coffee, like there's some gold paint splatter on here in between the coffee dye. And this is the onion skin again, onion skin dyed papers. It's not made of onion skin, but it's dyed with onion skin. And cabbage dyed. Again, that gold texture paste, and a journaling card, and I stenciled on the back. This one is from Roxy Creations. A sari silk ruffle and a little bit of a doily, and then just a washi sticker there. Avocado dyed paper. So yes, as you can see, lots of journaling and little dangle there. Space, and it's not too stuffed, so you can definitely just add your own things to it. and make your own, add more to it. There's room. And this is again that another original telegram, also with 1954, and I just clipped that on with one of those Tim Holtz mini clip. So let's just get both in here. So yes, I hope you like. These are not as stuffed and doesn't have as much dangles and things as the other two did, but they are at a cheaper price. If you want to go see the other journals, that video was out on Tuesday, and these are in my Etsy shop. Please go and see if you want to purchase it. My Etsy shop is Mimi's Keepsakes. And yeah, I hope you'll have a lovely weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.